what's up you guys? Welcome back finally to another episode. It's been a while since I made a video, but today I'm finally gonna be installing the bumper. So this is original Altezza bumper. It's not fiberglass. I made my that lip. I don't know if you've seen a DIY on that. If not, I'll put the link in the description below. Made the rods here. Here's the thing with the rods though. I bought these cheap ones. I actually never had rods on any of my cars, so I decided to do this just in case if this lip decides to go down on the freeway. But too clumsy, too short. You can see it. It does extend, but you extend this, more clumsy and weird it comes out. So I made this myself out of this here. All I did is just cut in length what I wanted, drill the holes, paint it black, and that's it. So came out really good, I think. So let's install this because I can't wait. And I'll tell you what you have to know if you buy an Altezza bumper and Altezza headlights. What to look for as far as what else you need to install this, because you can buy the bumper even if you buy the fiberglass. You still need that part. So I'll tell you in a little bit. So let's take that off, put that on, and I'll explain what's going on. Oh, and by the way, just ignore this bumper. I took it off because when I painted a year ago, the color match wasn't, or it's not as great as I wanted it. So I took it off. I was going to paint it, but it's been really cold, and I paint this bumper instead. So I have to drive with no bumper on E36 for now, but I'll get it painted. Just ignore it for now. So here's one of the things that you guys have to know before you buy the Altezza bumper. This is Altezza reinforcement. This is is300. You can see how thick this is. So I'm gonna get measuring tape and measure it, show you guys the difference. So let's see, where's the easier? The bottom probably. There you go. So it's almost 2.5 inch. This one's 1.5 across the whole thing. I mean, down the same way, but you guys might think, so what? Well, so what? You cannot put Altezza bumper on your is300 if you have your is300 reinforcement, because even though it's 1.25 inches or whatever the difference are, so because of that the reinforcement sticks out too far out and you can't put the bumper on. I don't have the Altezza rear bumper, but I've seen, I think on a video or somewhere on YouTube, that if you are using Altezza bumper, even aftermarket one, the carbon fiberglass one, it's not gonna fit. So you have to get different reinforcement. So I've seen people, when they do Altezza bumper, they delete this. You can, but it's one of the safety things. I don't know if you really want to do that. You can get aftermarket like a bash bar or something like that. That will work too, but just keep in mind you have to change this, or you have to change, where is it, right there, that on your is300. And I'll show you the difference in the headlights. So let me take this one off. You don't have to take the headlight off to replace the bumper, but I'll take one of the headlights off just to show you the difference and what's going on with it. So I guess don't have to take the entire headlight out, and I kind of don't want to take it out, but one of the difference, obviously the looks. This one has an amber, that one is a clear, that's OEM right here. Those headlights use HIDs, this one doesn't, which is not a big deal. I think some of the Altezzas might even use HIDs, I don't know, but that one, the OEM, has a auto adjustable headlights. Mine doesn't. Again, some of the Altezzas might have that feature as well, but this one doesn't. So your headlight or your light bulb in your dashboard will be on if you get this one. And one of the biggest things that I kind of came across that I didn't know, let's look at this one. This here, 2 holes right here, this is a blinker light. So your is300 is using 2 light bulbs in the headlight for the blinker. The Altezza is only 1, which is right here. Second one supposedly supposed to be here, but it's not there. The bottom one, top one, the bottom. Altezza, top one, bottom one doesn't have it. And here's the bulb actually, right here. The reason why I have this here is I was supposed to do a brake and lamp inspection, and if your headlight is blinking too fast, they'll be like, oh, something's not working, even though all the lights are on. And that's one of the biggest thing that is really annoying. If you're not using both bulbs, your turn signal will be like flashing really fast. I know some people actually take the bulbs out for the purpose of, you know, having their blinkers blink too fast, but in the beginning it was okay, but then it was annoying. So when I did the brake and lamp inspection, I put the bulb there again just to pass the inspection, and I just kept the bulb there because now it works the way it's supposed to work. So kind of heads up on the headlights as well. Like I said, no HIDs, no auto leveling, and the blinker, which is in my case is really big. One of these or these days I should say, I don't think anybody uses HIDs. Even if you have HIDs, chances are you already convert them to LEDs. So, and it's a lot easier, a lot faster, or better working, and easier to replace the bulb instead of replacing the whole ballast, because usually ballasts go bad. So I have just the regular bulbs in it. I didn't do LEDs just yet, maybe in the future, I don't know. But let's go ahead and install the bumper. So since I'm gonna be using different fog lights, there's different connectors. I do have both sides. This is the car side with the wires. I can just cut it, resolder it, because they are different. But instead I'm gonna see if I can repin it, because it looks like they both use same inside part, the connectors. And I'm almost 100% sure that I can just take the wires out with this connector or the pin and just repin this. It's gonna take a little longer, but I think it's gonna look better. But let's see if I can figure out how to take this out with my handy dandy tool. So it's somewhat easy once you know the actual locking mechanism inside. I don't know if you guys can see there, right there. See on the inside, like where the holes are, there's like a little thing sticking out. I don't know what it's called, like a locking thing. So you pick one of these, just stick it inside and pry it, because if you look at this here, it locks right here. So you have to pry with this one open, and then this thing pulls out, so it sits inside here like that. So take this off, this off. If you have one that you're not using, it's garbage or whatever, you can break it to kind of see what it looks like inside. But once you take one out, it's a lot easier, because like I said, right now you can see through it and you can see what was holding. See right there, that hole on the right side there, the middle part, that's a little like a tongue or whatever locking thing that's holding this here. So you have to pry it, and then the whole thing comes out. And like I said, the one on the Lexus and the one from Altezza, they're both the same. And this is what it looks like now versus this one. So let's install the bumper. So now I need your guys' input on this here. Altezza has fender lights, or this way, but I don't know, like I was told that this here on a sport crosses only, it has a connector that has this plug, and supposedly this works for that, but I tried it and it's not working. So I tried the blinker and I tried the headlights, still doesn't work. So what is it? Do you guys know? Is it the running lights or the headlights or the blinker, or what's going on? Is it just not working for the US specs, or what the heck? So anyway, next thing's gonna be this with the gloves. This is a SRT intake with the filter, heat shield, and I have, no, it's not here. I have the little module that goes with it. Installed that, and one of the things I want to talk about, goof off. Some of you might have seen the videos on YouTube that this here will get rid of your GUI dashboard. Works really, really good. I tried it, and this here. So if you never tried it, it actually saved me 300 bucks twice. On this car once, and on that car behind me once. So let's talk about this as well. And we're probably gonna be painting, well, I need to paint the E36 bumper, but on this car probably gonna keep this hood. I wasn't sure at first, but I'm probably gonna keep the hood. I did paint, you guys can see the fender, not 100% color match, but that's because for some reason the rear end is slightly lighter than the doors, and that's why this one came out a lot lighter. So I'm gonna remix the paint for the fender and paint both fenders and a hood. Like I said, I wasn't sure if I want to keep it or not, but I kind of like the style of the fenders, and I like this with the whole setup. When everything was white, it kind of looked stupid, but now kind of dig it. Paint that, paint side skirts, paint the rear bumper, and oh, and by the way, kind of update on the wiring. When I did the 5-speed swap, everything works good, and I did pass a smoke. If you guys have any questions, let me know, and I'll probably talk about that in the next video. It's all street legal. I legally passed the smoke in California, no problems, with different ACU. Other than that, that's it. I mean, see you next time. You know what to do. So this is one of the things that you have to do, I guess. We drill the holes. And what do you guys think? Should I paint this in black or do carbon fiber? I can do either wrap carbon fiber or actual carbon fiber scanning or whatever they call it. So let me know in the comments below.
Which part? Just
this here, this section. Usually on Altezzas, not all of them, because I've seen some just same color as the bumper, but on most of them, I think the OEM or whatever you call it from factory, this part is black. So what do you guys think?